Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video we're going to dive into some awesome Freddie King style soloing techniques as I break down how to play Sidetracked by Freddie King on guitar. Now this song is a blues in the key of G, and I already posted a lesson detailing out the rhythm part, so I'll leave that linked up down below. But today we're going to dive more into the lead stuff and just check out how he approaches soloing over a 12-bar blues chord progression. Before we jump in though, if you're new here, I want to hook you up with something right away. At the first link down below, I've got the ultimate fretboard guide that's going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And I put all this information on one page. It's just a real short one-page PDF that you can print out and keep on your music stand or keep on your desktop as a super handy resource for learning to map out the fretboard. And if you want to improve your soloing or rhythm playing, or just learn more about the neck, this is a great place to get started, and I'm going to show you just how I think about it in real simple terms. So grab your copy, just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard-guide, or use the first link down below. All right, well with that said, let's dive into this lesson. Let's dive into some awesome Freddie King style blues guitar soloing here. We're going to start off with the intro to Sidetracked, and this is a blues in the key of G, and the band comes in starting on the 5 chord, as many blues do. They start on the last 4 bars of the blues. So the band's going. And on top of that, Freddie plays this awesome blues intro that sounds like this. 1 and 2. So Freddie starts out here on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then he jumps up to the 6th fret on the 1st string. And then he comes back, does this really cool walk down that's blending a little bit of, if we're in the key of G, you want to be thinking about here your G blues scale. But he does this thing where he blends like, see that right there? That's a little bit of blues scale here, but then he goes to like a major pentatonic and then minor pentatonic right there. So it's all of these sounds blended together. So you have a slight bend there on that 6th fret, and then 3, 5, then 5 on the 2nd string, 3 on the 1st string. Just that right there is such a great lick, right? Where you're doing that exact concept. So you have a little bit of a blues scale, and then the major, kind of the sweeter sound. And then he comes down. So that's walking down blues scale. 3, 6, 3, and then a bend on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And then that's a little walk back and forth, 3, 5, 3, and then finishing on 5, which is your root note for the G chord. So and then we play this lick that Freddie King would play all the time. Such a cool lick, and the way I think about this is you're on the G chord here. Here he's playing the root note twice. Then he does a little hammer. This is a very common blues figure, 3 to 4 on the 3rd string, hammer. And then grab 3 and 3, 3 on the 2nd string and 3 on the 1st string. And then 6, 3, then that bend again. Right? 5th fret on the 3rd string. And then 3 to 5, and then walk down like this. Okay, that's slight pull on 3, and then 5, 3, and then end on 5 there on the 5th fret of the 5th string. So all together, the intro goes 1 and 2. And then we go into what I call the melody of this song. And that sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, so we're leaving that intro and we're coming into the top of the 12-bar blues form. So we're going to a G7 and then a C7 and then back to 2 bars of G7. Again, you can reference the lesson that I already put up on the rhythm, where we do that quick 4. So what Freddie plays is this little melody. And this is just going back and forth between the notes F and D. This is the 3rd fret and then the 5th fret here. And we're using a triplet rhythm, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And that's going to be the first bar. And then when we go to that C, that quick 4, the melody changes to fit the notes of the C chord. So here you could think very, very common pentatonic, right? And then we have the sound of moving to the 4 chord. And this is a great little move here. He plays the 2nd fret of the 4th string to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So, and then he slides up here. That's a little slide from 4 to 5 into the root note there. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and it's on the and a 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. And then of course this 3rd fret here on the 3rd string, but with a slight pull. See, there's certain notes that Freddie would always bend, like. And all that really helps you get the sound of the blues. Then we tie this in with a little variation here on the lick that we had at the beginning. So that's hammering 3 to 4, then 3 3, then 6 3, 5 3, and then that same walk down. Okay, that's the first 4 bars. Then we go to the next 4 bars. All right, so what happens here is we're going to the 4 chord for 2 bars. So Freddie goes to the lick that he plays over the 4 chord. Those 2 notes. So remember, that's the 4 chord, and that's the note he uses for the 1 chord. So here this is 2, 3, just alternating. 1 and a 2 and a 3, then again, and a 4 and a 1. That same thing. Then same lick, right? So he just sort of adjusted it for the 4 chord and then returns back to the 1. So now we get the last 4 bars. I love this part. So this goes up to the 5 chord, and Freddie just bends into that root note. So if you think about the 5 chord in the key of G, it's going to be a D, and Freddie bends into that note D. Very common blues sound. 5, 3, and then bending the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And then come down. Okay? That's just walking down pentatonic. But then he ends with a pull off from 5 to 3 on the 5th string. So 3 bends, 1, 2, 3, and then again. Okay, that sounds like something Clapton would play, but he probably got it from Freddie King, of course. That's 5, 3, 5, 5, 2 bends, and then 3, 5, 3, and then 5, 3, 5. Then we tie it in with the same lick that we had from the intro. Okay, again, that's a G7 there. 3 to 4, 3, 3, 6, 3. It's kind of an up and down there. So the last 4 bars with the pickup go 1, 2. And here's the whole melody part put together for context. A 1, 2, 3, 4. And now if I connect that with the intro, the whole thing sounds like this. 1 and 2. Congrats on making it through this awesome Freddie King style solo. Be sure to take your time with each of these riffs, and your fingers might hurt if you're not used to bending or pulling on the strings that way. It takes time to kind of develop the strength, but this is a great way to start developing it and just playing through these lines and really immediately getting a blues sound. You know, this is stuff right off the recordings, and it's the real deal. These are the things that you want to practice, and they're going to make a big impact on your playing. And to help you even more, before you go, make sure to download my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And it's a simple PDF that's going to show you this system. You can print it out and keep it on your music stand or on your desktop as a great resource, especially as you're looking at more lead playing like we did in today's lesson. But believe it or not, I use all the same material for my rhythm playing as well. So check it out, grab your copy, just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide to download it there, or use the first link down below. And before you go, leave a comment and let me know your #1 song that you would like to see me teach here next on the channel. Thanks for your support with the videos, and we'll see you in another one real soon.